Hi babes, welcome to the monthly reading for the sign of Aquarius in April. This can be applied to the sun, moon, or rising. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate. So please just take what sticks and leave the rest. And we'll see what this month has in store for you. Oh, goodness, got a couple. All right, 9 of Cups. Actually, I feel like that was not meant to be for you. So, all right. 3 of Pentacles, the Star, major you energy right here. Ace of Cups in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and Judgment in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. All right, Aquarius, I am getting that you need to do some major internal work this month, especially in regards to kind of like your relationships and your spirituality. And I feel like you've kind of already started on this. You know, the 3 of Pentacles is pretty early on in the work process, but you've already begun on this journey. So I feel like this month is going to bring a lot of that for you. You know, with the Star, like this is, you know, more of like a spirituality kind of thing. So maybe you're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe you have already kind of been on this journey for a while. You're just kind of getting into different aspects of, you know, the spiritual awakening. So could be, you know, doing shadow work, could be doing inner child work, you know, could be a multitude of things. But I'm really getting this vibe that this month it's going to be a big focus on your relationships, whether romantic or platonic. But I really think that you kind of need to come to terms with your internal kind of struggles almost. You're kind of, you know, unique, Aquarius. You're not really the type that likes to share your emotions with people. You know, you're more of, you're more the type that kind of says a lot without saying too much. And I'm almost getting that that's kind of, because you're used to doing that, it's kind of kicking you in the ass right now. In the fact that, like, you aren't necessarily having like the most prosperous of relationships. And honestly, like this could be with the Hierophant, like this could be somebody that you're married to. This could be like somebody that like could be like an ex, like maybe went through a divorce. Maybe it's not even a relationship. Maybe it's like your emotional relationships with people in your family, like could be like a very traditional kind of like aspect there. Maybe like, you know, it's like a religious thing where you're kind of not sure if you're religious, if you're spiritual, what you believe in. But I'm getting that it's heavily focused on your emotions and how you feel about them, really. And I'm almost getting that you haven't voiced this. And it's getting close to the time where you're going to have to, because like, especially with the Judgment in reverse here, like the time is coming. And I feel like you might be trying to prevent that from happening, but you know, things happen for a reason. So, whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. So I think the best thing that you can do is just be authentic, you know, be true. And kind of like embracing those parts that you may not like about yourself. You know, embracing the things that didn't work in the past with your relationships, you know, that didn't work in the past with your, you know, mental and physical well-being. You know, maybe this person that you were, you know, interacting with, maybe this person that you were married to or whatever, maybe they kind of brought out the worst in you almost. So it might be a good time to reflect on why that was. What didn't work? Why wasn't it working? What did you have part of that made it not work? Well, how much of it was the other person that made it not work? You know, because with relationships, it is, you know, a two-way street. It's not just one person kind of running the ship. I mean, and if that is, that kind of comes with its own challenges and whatnot. You know, every relationship is different. I'm not one to judge at all. So it's really going to come down to what's best for you and what's working for you and what isn't. And I'm almost getting this vibe that, like I said, it has not been working for you. So it's time to figure out why it didn't work so that you can move forward and have those prosperous relationships that, you know, you're looking for. But let's get some clarity here for Aquarius this month. Oh, that was really bad. I did shuffle these beforehand as well, but let's see what we got. Some clarity for Aquarius for April, Spirit. The Empress. Yeah, so I feel like somebody's coming in for you. The Empress is ruled by Taurus. Major Taurus energy here. Taurus starts with the Hierophant, so you know, you could be dealing with a Taurus, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, you know, Capricorn. Do have, you know, some major arcana cards in here. Let's see what else we got here. 5 of Swords in reverse, Death in reverse, the Hermit, and 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands on the back. Yeah, Aquarius, I think what's going on for you is, you know, you're trying to bring in this Empress, but because you haven't done that internal reflection and kind of like figured out what was and wasn't working for you, I'm sorry, what has worked and what hasn't worked for you, you're kind of like in limbo right now. So I'm almost getting this vibe where, especially with the Hermit, where like you need to kind of remove yourself almost from the current situation that you're in, and really take that time to do that internal reflection. Like, what is going to be best for you and your spirit as far as like your higher self? You know, what's going to be the best for you as far as, you know, constantly growing and changing, and what's going to be able to bring you to this 10 of Pentacles energy, because, you know, this is true like wish fulfillment, like within the community, like that family life, which I feel like is what you're looking for. You know, that you're looking for that almost long-term, genuine, unconditional love and acceptance and community. You know, whether that's within your own family, whether that's starting a new family, whether it's within like your work environment. I'm just getting that, you know, something is holding you back right now, and I feel like it is yourself. I'm getting that you absolutely need to do this internal work because you're looking for your Empress and she's nowhere to be found right now. You know, and that's creating like some inner kind of like turmoil, you know, where you're kind of like beating yourself up about it. We're like, well, why? Like, this should be easy. You know, I've never had problems before. Yeah, like, and with the Queen of Wands, like, just getting, you know, you're usually like, this isn't something that you necessarily have to work towards. Like, usually it just comes to you. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And so you're gonna have to put in the work this time, you know, like it's just not gonna come to you on its own. And, you know, maybe this is with like your current partner. Like, I'm not saying like you need to break up with anybody or like what have you, but you know, you're your own person, you make your own choices, so whatever you decide to do is on you. But I'm just getting the, you know, kind of right now, this inner turmoil, almost this inner conflict with like your emotions and, you know, kind of how you perceive yourself. It's not in the best light. And why is that, Aquarius? Why are you feeling this way? What is making you feel this way? Is it an external thing? Is it an internal thing? You know, is it a person, place, thing? Take that time to really figure that out, because you're preventing this change from happening. Like you're preventing that Empress, you know, to come in. I mean, and this doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a male looking for a female. Like this can just be, you know, maybe somebody with like more feminine energy, maybe somebody who's really in touch with the feminine energy, or vice versa. Like I said, it does not have to be a woman coming in for you. This is just more like that nurturing, you know, aspect, or that motherly kind of figure. You know, this could be like, you know, you having a poor relationship with your parents, you know, and wanting to change that. So, you know, where lies the difficulty? Where lies this conflict? Because you're seeking this change, but because you're not able to figure that out yet and actually sit with it and take that time to figure out what is and isn't working, you're blocking the change from coming. You're blocking yourself from having this 10 of Pentacles energy and bringing in this Empress energy. So yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think about this, and kind of how this is resonating with you. Because this, you know, it doesn't even have to be relationships either. Like with the Empress and fertility and that motherly figure, like it could be a creative project, you know, it could be the birth of a new idea, and something that you've been working towards in that aspect. But because, you know, you're having all of these internal conflicts and not coming to terms with who you really are and what you want out of life, it's preventing you from actually birthing, you know, that creative idea and making it, you know, be what it can truly and fully be, you know, with this 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, so with that, let's get some advice from Mother Maiden Crone. See what she has for you this month for Aquarius. Misalignment. Miracles become normal once we face all of the aspects of our life in the same direction. Yes, I'm you are out of tune internally, and it is creating conflict in your external. You're not allowing to bring in what it is exactly that you're looking for, because you're not in tune. So just like with a car needing to get to some maintenance, you need to do some maintenance on yourself, Aquarius. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally okay. We all have to do that every once in a while. Some more often than others. But, all right, let's get some other insight here for Aquarius. What do you have for Aquarius this month, Spirit? Bring love into the situation. New Moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I'm really getting the vibe that this is a romantic thing. Like with your romantic relationships. What else do we have? Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, you need to do some internal work. The cards speak for themselves. I am merely the messenger. And from the stars, lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. And you know, you've done this before, babe. You've done this before. You can do it again. It doesn't have to be scary. Yes, you're going to have to put in some work, but anything worth having takes a little bit of work. All right, and then some affirmations for you this month, Aquarius. I choose not to criticize myself or others around me, and I approve of myself and love myself just the way I am. Exactly. Do some of that internal work. figure out who you are, what you want, what is working and what isn't working, and love yourself for exactly who you are, babe. And with that, Aquarius, I'm going to leave that here for you. Thank you so much for watching if you stayed until the end. I hope that you got everything that you needed from this video, and I hope that you have a fantastic month. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon.